journey of One Piece. Everything looks good. Chapter up. Once again, we are using TCB scans for the One Piece reaction. I'll drop it in the chat box, but also will be linked into the video after the stream is done today. And yeah, as promised, we are here. All right, so we are back once again for 1074. Chapter title called Mark 3. So something of probably Dr. Vegapunk's invention is going to be out now, and apparently it's a Mark 3. So there was a second and a first one. Could they relate to Stussy, maybe even Weevil? We'll wait and see. But yeah. Before we go into it, obviously, thanks for coming out. Who's ever going to be in the chat, and those who are going to watch the VOD later, both in those circumstances, please hit the subscribe button down below. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and then leave a thumbs up, comment down below, all that stuff, and yeah, thank you for the support. All right, so 1074 subtitle Jerma 66 Cult. Man, we've been on this for a while. I think this is almost as long as Capone's cover story. Jerma 66 Cold Blood Voids, Volume 30. Three men endlessly scrapping to be number two. Just for number two, just for the silver medal, these guys are the Dwight Schrute of Vegapunk's laboratory. But confirmed here yet again that these guys, no matter how smart Judge with his DNA lineage factor, Queen with his cybernetics, or Caesar with his chemistry, they all pair in comparison to number one Vegapunk. Which, I mean, it should be obvious, but believe it or not, before going into Egghead, people legitimately were thinking that Vegapunk's actually a fraud and that he's not as smart as he really is. So it's like, and I think because when they saw the devil fruit is like a brain fruit, they kind of called that hacks or cheating. Kind of like his thing though. So I'm not gonna really upset. And Judge has like a 300-year-old kingdom that have been doing science for forever. So that's not fair. He has that. And Caesar for his chemistry, he's a gas fruit human. So it's like you're really gonna like knock him on that. So I still think it's not a big deal to just say story says it. Anyway, page one. Fabio Stratum, Egghead. You're meant to be with the Marines, right? Why the hell is the government weapon getting in our way? A figure of force. One of these buildings look like a fidget spinner, probably by intention. So we have these CP agents, not like zero or nine, just some random CP agents. You'll pay for this for hurting our men. So guy has a bazooka. Oh, what the heck? Wait, does this pacifista have the paw fruit or like a bubble ability? Because he like not really like Kuma, because it's not a paw shape, but a bubble springs from his hands and he like curtains it over himself and blocks the bazooka. That looks like the paw fruit. Oh, wait a minute. On his chest it says PX3041. I guess that's the title, Mark 3. So is this like the third generation of PXs? Okay, interesting. But nonetheless, devil fruit for sure. This has to be a devil fruit. Next page, the bazooka blast. I think ricochets or like they're caught in their own explosion, but the pacifista isn't. What is this ability? It's a bubble shield. The ultimate defense invented by Vega. Really, the ultimate defense. Okay. Let's see. Let's see how good this bubble is. Getting some Caesar energy. This must be Mark III Pacifista. So they're known. So this is the third generation of Pacifista. It's far more advanced than the prototypes used at the Summer War. Really, far more. Like how like okay, the shield's cool. Like, does he still shoot lasers and all that kind of stuff? I wonder. Resistance is futile. Surrender and proceed with me to Fabio B. It sounds also like it's a little bit more intelligent than the other pacifistas. So, Navy Science Group Weapon Pacifista, but Generation 3s, like some stormtroopers and clones. So I think no. This is. I think we saw this, right? Wasn't the no chat or comment section? Remind me. Did the we saw the cop pacifista, right? When Luffy was entering the island. Did we see a number on him at all? I feel like we did. Because I could have sworn that, like, maybe the cop and this one are, like, both of the same generation. Either way, it's, I guess, not that important, but potentially Vegapunk specifically has the Generation 3 models around this island because he can't, one, mass produce them as, like, the first generation or second generation as quickly as, he would like to. And for security purposes, it makes sense that he would keep Generation 3 near him. But, okay, so he has a bubble fruit or a bubble like ability fruit. He probably still has Kizaru's laser ability. It looks like he has a little bit more intelligence. Okay, all right, not bad. Everyone, do what it says if you want. If you don't want to die, damn, you guys suck. But who's controlling him? Pacifists don't act on their own like this. Initiating capture. Factory, please don't move. You'll aggravate your. Of course. I mean, after everything in Wano, even though Sentomaru is not even used at all, like it's been like since what Fishman Island since we seen Sentomaru in this story canonically. So over 1,000 chapter or not 1,000, but like Fishman Islands like was in like this. No, was it 600 or 400? No, I think it was somewhere between the 500 and 600 range. So over 500 chapters is basically what I'm trying to get at. Over 500 chapters, we have not seen Sentomaru, and yet Oda, I'll let him live. It's like okay, whatever. That's just Oda at this point. Like he's just not good at that kind of stuff. All right. You'll aggravate your wounds, huh? Someday off this turned this out to be. While the pacifist is doing their job, something definitely is up with them. The frontier dome shielded, but I can't even get a hold of Grandpa Punk. So we have some of the people or denizens, maybe even creations of the island, are helping Santamaru heal himself. You got it. I'll get him off the island no matter what. Right? Promise. He's probably thinking about Luffy. He's like, he better keep his promise. It's unsettling. The Navy's still trying to reach me. They don't realize I'm already a rebel. So Santamaru full on like defected. Hey, guess I can't. Guess I can just do whatever I want now. So we have more of these pods. So more of the Generation 3. Okay, no. I think the police cop, pacifista, because we saw its laser beam. Its laser beam was pretty big. Maybe, because I don't think we. I know I keep tangenting all over. Have we seen Generation 2 pacifistas? I don't think so. Like outside of like Film Z, where like Zephyr had like those next generation pacifistas that were white and blonde. I don't think we've seen the next generation. We saw them obviously in Shibundi, Summit War, and then when we returned to Sabaody, I'm pretty sure they were still like first generation. I'm pretty sure they were still first generation. So maybe the cop pacifista that Luffy ran into on Egghead was like generation 2. I have to go back and look. But now, Sentomaru is waking up 50 Mark III units standing right. Oh, damn. I mean, I assume obviously the Seraphims are better than these guys, but again, goes to show you that Vegapunk's got an army ready to go. Trial Luffy will be taking Dr. Vegapunk on his ship. Your mission is to see that they sail safely away. Understood. The Navy might have something up their sleeve. Oh, don't tell me. Is like Kizaru going to do like a. I guess it's a feat. It'll be a good introduction if Kizaru like just cuts them down and then good character interaction between him and Sentomaru. So it'd be pretty interesting. It'd be pretty interesting. But we'll have to wait and see. Either that or Gandhi. Not Gandhi. We just got his name, Saturn. Saturn maybe might be cutting down the pacifistas, and that's like his feat. Okay, maybe. Let's see. Stop moving. Let's get out of here. Something is going. to go down on the island soon. Okay, so the CP random fodder agents are like, all right, let's just get out of the way. 50 of these Mark III generations. And by the way, again, Kuma, because they're all based off from big, big as fuck. That's why I don't think like the kid Seraphim Kuma. I don't think he's as big as Kuma yet, because Kuma is huge. And we're looking at these guys; they're towering over people. They are towering over a lot of people. No matter what's going to happen, you must ensure the creator escapes. Your priority is to protect the creator. Very science fiction like. So we have laboratory egghead stratum. What do you mean he's not here? He's got to be in the laboratory somewhere. Right, so they're still looking for Vegapunk. The theory is that either A, Bonnie's hiding Vegapunk somewhere, B, they're inside the memory bubble, like a memory zone dimension. C, the bubble she touched with Vegapunk teleported them away, and that can either be a whole host of different places, like, Takuma, to maybe the revolutionary base. Like, there's a lot of ideas being thrown out there. So my best guess is maybe they're inside the bubble. That'd be kind of cool. Laboratory stratum egghead. What do you mean he's not in the laboratory? Yeah. Luffy's tired. He says, I ran all over the place looking for. Yo, Luffy. Observation hockey. What happened? Like, in Fishman Island, when like Caribou was in the palace, he was like, what's that? I sent something. It's like, but now, like, even after all of his observation hockey training and all this stuff, like, this just goes with my idea. Oh, does not know how to use observation hockey. I really don't think he does. I ran all over the place looking for them. So you broke your hover. Really? So him running broke his hover boots. So you broke your hover boots from. I can't pay them back. Don't be. But seriously, where did Apple Gramps go? I couldn't find Bonnie either. Bonnie's over here, huh? Everything in the lab is transmitted to the monitor, huh? She never went anywhere. You could have told. Wait, what? Wait, I know Luffy's like a low IQ motherfucker, but wait a minute. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So, number one, Shaka, you knew all this time. What the hell? Why didn't you just tell them? Number two, how did Luffy not know that they were there? Like, he literally ran, and I assume pretty hastily too, but ran nonetheless all around. Is this some like hologram invisible shit? Oh, maybe. But even then, like observation hockey, I don't. Oh, unless this goes into Cole's theory. I hope not. I hope not. Oh, double page spread, and we're getting Zoro's official and Brooks' official egghead design. Yeah, I was wondering. We kept them away for so long. A lot of fans were wondering what their costumes would look like, and there we go. This place is simply more marvelous than anything ever. And then Zoro, I thought we were leaving. What's going on? The future is now. That is, oh my god. I figured we're gonna get that quote. And then Stussy, god, dude, Oda, what is with the egghead women designs? Like, yo, they have no pants. I'm not hating, but it's like, yo, man, where's your Stella body? Did something happen to it? Yes, Shaka replies. We have a couple issues currently. Just keep calm and just listen. Oh yeah, I just realized Chopper with his hover boots is floating. First, the Stella has disappeared. Second, we've lost control of the Frontier Dome. So they know where Bonnie is, but not Vegapunk. That's interesting. Where did he go? And then so in the crowd, so we have Shaka on the monitor, Jinbei in the background, Chopper floating, Brook with his setup, Usopp kind of being sus, looking at Shaka's ass. I don't know what's going on there. We have Luffy panting. Ha! Hey, your face is as good as new. Ha! We found some spare parts. Oh, they're talking about. Lily, the Wrath is fixed. Okay. And wait a minute, when was York that big? I don't think we've seen how big she is. Whoa, hold on. York is tall. Like, really tall. I think that's new. I think Oda just changed her height. No, she was not that. Wait, we saw her though. We saw her next to a couple people. This happened last chapter too. The Seraphims, mainly Boa, compared to like another chapter. Her Seraphim has been changing size left and right. Yet again, Oda's showing that he's not good with sizes. That's crazy. Like, I swear she was not that tall. All right. Anyway, what? How can that be? So that's responding to that they've lost and that they're in trouble. So in the crowd, again, we have York standing tall, kind of like Aphrolandra. Wrath is all fixed. Frankie, Nami, and Robin are stomping on Rob Lucci. Okay. And Robin's like, please don't do that. I'd rather not piss them off. Hey, yo, Kaku, Rob Lucci, this is it's not looking good on your track record right here. Yeah, I might have to be deducting some points when we get to the next top 30. Oh no, that's not good. Whew. Oh man, that's oh wow, that's okay. All right, all right. Let's keep it. Let's keep it moving. As things stand currently, we are trapped on the Labro. Oh, okay, we're trapped. Why? Like you guys are like the Stellas. Like, can't you like literally just override it? Don't you guys have like a master control switch? Like, I feel like you guys should be able to like do that. Unless Vegapunk's like the only one with the master control switch. Like, really? As things stand, we are basically trapped on the Labo Stratum. What? Seriously? If we try to leave, the lasers would likely fry us. Okay. It's at 100 again. Dude, what is this number? I'm like Cole right now. I don't know what this number is on the cloud. What does the number represent? Is it temperature? Is it threat level? Is it heat or explosive? Like, I have no idea. This number is all over the place. What? Usopp and Chopper both react. How can we possibly leave the island with Vegapunk then? Shaka replies, would you just quiet down? The dome is really a secondary concern when you're concerned when you consider your main passenger is missing, that is what should be taking prioritized. Finding the Stella first. I'll figure out a way to repair the dome in the meantime. Frankie then says, how are we meant to find him if he's not shown up on any of our monitors? So did he do something? Because remember, he can warp and teleport, but I assume it's like very, very limited. He should be on the island. I don't think like he can teleport himself like very long distance. I assume not. So we have a control panel on the next page where we're seeing a lot of security cameras. So, and it's kind of like a bird's eye view. So Shaka then continues to say, well, these displays do normally show the entire laboratory. So we have one circle over here with 4 little panels showing a hallway. We have another circle right here showing an X on a window. And then we have some more laboratory cameras. And then we have this main center huge circle with 5 different security cameras, a hallway that's beat up, I think a battered area, another hallway, probably a camera that's turned off. The X is probably mean the camera's broken. And then there's another camera over here that I guess like the laboratory level or layout where you have like a pillar and then like there's 3 different levels and then there's another level and then there's like a side room area. Okay. All right. That's interesting. So he continues to say, but the Seraphim rampage just now must have incapacitated some of the baby monitor snails, or maybe they were just knocked out of position. Right. Yeah. Some of the okay. So that's why some of the cameras have an X through them because the snails are down. So then Robin. So we have Robin and Nami, Stussy, and Sanji in the panel. Oh my god! And of course, Sanji's like, "Woman." So we have Shaka continue. I'm having our workers in the other satellites search for why this has happened and for Dr. Vegapunk. He might have passed out in a blind spot. Shaka. it's Pythagoras. The third floor of C Tower seems pretty empty. I see. Next try. So I assume the towers they're talking about, because I assume this is the building's layout. It looks like a soda can or like a canister for like the main building, and then there's like an offshoot of two towers. I assume those are the towers Pythagoras is mentioning. All right, so he's not in one of the towers. Nami then, like in another panel, the sooner we find them, the sooner we can set sail. Let's go search for him. So Nami's like, all right, well, fine, we'll help out. Brooke's like, I'll join you. And then of course Nami's saying, but then we can get some treasure. And then Stussy in another panel, I'll also take a look around. I'm quite worried. And then Sanji, of course, the simp has to go with the new woman. Oh, Stussy-sama, take me with you. Oh my god, dude, her titties, yo, the side titties are fucking damn. Oh my god. Whew, fan art is coming in heavy. Then Zoro says, I guess I'll land a hand. We're looking for the geezer with a sawed off head, right? Should be easy to find. And then Sanji, of course, is like, don't you do it. You leave these women alone and they're mine. And it's like, okay, all right, okay, all right. Relax, Sanji. We get it. You're a horn dog. Hold up, Moss said. You're going out to find some. Oh, never mind. Okay, I had to read. It's not that he's going with the women, which I think he would definitely do that. It's because he literally has no sense of. Okay, that I like that. Never mind. Retract that. No, he's saying you can't search for shit, dumbass. So no, you stay here. And then Sanji in another panel. But who's gonna find you when you're done? Yeah, he's right, Zoro. You gotta stay. And then Robin, just be a deer and wait here, okay? And then Zoro's like, you fucking assholes. So Zoro and Luffy on a couch. Okay, that should be a movie title. Zoro and Luffy on couch. So Zoro's sitting down with Luffy. Man, what a damn pain. Well, they're just forming a search party, so I guess that should be fine. And we have Rob Lucci captured apparently, and then the pacifistas on the lower floor causing chaos so that no other CP0 agent. So relatively, we're just buying time. But sooner or later, Kizaru and the Gorosei guy are probably going to make a move. He's like, Saturn's probably going to come on here soon. Man, what a damn pain. Well, we're just forming a search party, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. Hey, anyway, you must have been running all out, huh? So Luffy's like, huh, huh. Ooh, wait. Brain blast. I wonder if Luffy's tired because of Gear 5. Well, we see him transform back like it's no big deal after a given point in time when he came up to the stratum. But to be fair, we don't know how much time has passed since then. Maybe he looks fine, but he's actually. I would like if there was a negative aspect of Gear 5 that he has to overcome or is involved. Maybe this is the idea going back to even the original case for Gear 2 and a little bit of Gear 4. It's stamina draining and potentially maybe even life force draining. So maybe that's why he's tired. That's just an idea. But let's see what Luffy says. Yeah, I always go all out for everything. Can't. All right, that's yeah, a little cap. Oh shit, my monitor froze. We good? I saw my screen froze for a second. We good, chat? Yeah? Okay. I think we're going to get bad weather later tonight, but I figured because it's still early. All right. Anyway, so Luffy saying he goes all out for everything, kind of cap, but whatever. Can't believe we bumped into these guys again. Takes me back to Water 7. I wonder how Ice Boss is doing. That'd be nice if we can go and see a flashback or just get a world view of how they're doing. I know a lot of people really want like the second voyage. I don't think we're gonna get a second voyage. I think there's too much to do with only so much amount of time. Like, let's be real. Oda's probably gonna end the manga on the 30th anniversary. So we have like 6-7 years kind of left. We don't have that much. We don't have that much. Takes me back to Water 7. I wonder how Ice Boss is doing. Laboratory Paul room. Bonnie, do not touch that. Shut it. Get out of here. So he's still a baby or still a kid. So Bonnie. So a transition of something is happening. There's a lot of these transition bars that Oda usually does when he's either going to a new scene, a new location, or he's going into a flashback. Yeah, now on the second page, we do see that there's a dark outline. So either this is a flashback, or the idea is that we might be in the memory. Let's see. So Bonnie, huff, huff. We see her shocked face, sobbing. What's wrong? Hey, young Kuma. Okay. So the theory was right. So that was one of the ideas. So it looks like, yes, I think we're in the memory dimension zone. I don't know. I don't know what you want to call it, but we're in the memory bubble. Okay. So you can go into the memories. Pretty typical. That's some other anime and story kind of ideas. Okay. So Bonnie interacting with her father as a kid. Hey, what's wrong? I'm so a young Kuma. By the way, this Kuma, filthy, beaten up, obviously crying, but like it's interesting because we saw Kuma as a kid in the SBS long ago. But most people remember seeing him as a kid from Film Z. And in Film Z, he looks pretty destitute, impoverished. But yet, when we got that Reverie chapter, like again, before Wano, so over 4 years ago now, it said he was the king of Sorbet. And then it's like, okay, so this kid from nothing, kind of almost like Alexander Hamilton over here, he rose from nothing to become a king. Then he, became apparently a quote unquote tyrant. Yeah, we're not too sure about that, but a quote unquote tyrant, a pirate, a revolutionary, and then a warlord slash laboratory assistant for Vegapunk. Kuma has lived a vast life. He's lived a vast life. Okay, so Bonnie, wait, are you dad? Come here. Oh wait. Okay, so something else is happening in the bubble. Well, someone say we've got you now. If you escape, they'll kill the rest of us. I don't want to die. Okay, so I assume this is his backstory in the Sorbet Kingdom. Kuma again is a special quote unquote race. We see here, by the way, Kuma does not have his bear ears. He just looks like a regular person. So my idea, I said 2 chapters ago, when we saw Kuma's, face with Vegapunk, I think the paw fruit, whatever animal it relates you to, you actually have the ears representing what kind of animal you are, and obviously the paw shape. So I think the ears are just a byproduct of his devil fruit, which is cool. I like that. That's pretty neat. So like if someone like Vivi, which is an idea, people are saying Vivi, if she ate Kuma's fruit, she have cat paws, but then also she probably have cat ears, so she would be a cat girl, Neko. So whoever these people are trying to probably give Kuma over to the world government or the king of the Sorbet Kingdom at that time, because he's probably a freak. He's one of this quote unquote special race, all that kind of stuff. So let's see what happens. Next page. I don't ever want to go back there again. Sob, sob, huff, huff. What's good crying gonna do you now, brat? What the? I can't get any closer to. Yeah, this is like a dreamscape. She's trying to run to him, but like just always out of reach. Can't ever like. Yeah, it's one of those. Go back, just kill me already. I don't want to be here. If I go back, I'll just die anyway. Oh, that's a shame. Oh man. Was Kuma a slave? Oh man, that'll be interesting. So he was from Sorbet to the Celestial Dragons because he was probably a special oddity that they wanted to have. Went back to Sorbet, became a king, was then propaganded as a quote unquote tyrant because the world government doesn't like him. Also, I think they said he knew some truths that he wasn't supposed to spill. So that might even tie into Emu. Okay, Kuma's got so much to his story, man. So much. I'm ready for a full flashback. Oh, hey, Lupin, what's up, man? I'm calling that Shaka is the I've heard the idea. I don't think there's a traitor. I do think there's something weird going on though, but maybe there could be a traitor. He is a allegory of that Japanese YouTuber that has spoiled Nika Nika fruit. The one with the helmet can't oh, you think, like, this is, like, Oda's way of being petty or some shit? Like, "Oh, you spoiled the idea of the Nika fruit? You're gonna be a traitor in my story. That's right, you son of a bitch." It's like, "Oh, okay." I don't know. That would be in intense, very interesting. Probably not, though. Anyway. So Kuma's getting beat up by some of these people. Bonnie's like, "Stop." Of course. Kuma's just getting treated terribly. It hurts. I'm sorry. I just had to turn down the page. Oh, so he was a slave to the celestial, or yeah, that's a celestial dragon for sure because it's the top knot. So he was a slave to the celestial dragons. Wow, dude, Kuma's story is such a roller coaster, man. I'm sorry. It hurts. Help me. It hurts. I'm so sorry. Please save me. Please stop hurting him. And then next page, her hands come out of the bubble. And then, okay, so she was touching the bubble and then she stops touching it. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So she's all shaken up. We now oh dude, there's so much transitioning. So now we transition back over to Kuma climbing the red line. So Kuma was a kid, impoverished, was a slave, somehow got away, became the king of Sorbet that probably ousted him in the first place. He's also a special race person. He knows about the taboos of a little bit of the celestial dragon, so they propagated against him that he was a tyrant. Probably lost his kingship because, they did some fuck shit. Became a pirate, met up with Dragon and or Vegapunk around the same time, helped them out, then became a pirate slash warlord again, now is a robot fully cyborg, and is now a slave. Holy shit, man. Kuma's story, like, yet again, just a roller coaster. Like, this is, I think, like, one of Oda's really intense kind of character stories that I think he's doing pretty well. The mystery's alive. You want to know what's going on with his whole backstory. Like, Kuma, for the longest time, I think, has been a mysterious character that people wanted to dive deep into. And now that we're getting deep into, it's really, really fascinating. This is how Oda shines. This is how Oda shines. So we have Bartholomew Kuma is still going up the red line. Shoot him down. Wait, she's not seeing. Okay, wait. Okay, so we had her coming out of the bubble, then transition over the Kuma, and him climbing up, and now we're back to Bonnie. So just a little snippet that he's still climbing. So the bubble is still there. So she didn't pop the bubble, but she got into the bubble. Okay. Why did Vegapunk not want her to touch it if she can just do that? There must be another reason. I couldn't take it all in. Oh, she took some of the memories. So is the bubble smaller, maybe? My resolve wasn't strong enough. However, if I stay ignorant, I'll never be able to understand you, Dad. So she's going to put herself back in the bubble to fully develop the memory. All right. So, okay, now we're outside the labo again. Wow, they really torched the place, even though they were born here. So we have Pythagoras talking about the Seraphims. Stella, where the blazing did you get off to? Click, click, click. He's in a hallway. Huh? Oh, so someone shot Pythagoras, and this is a very dark hallway. Oh my god, this, like, who is All For One coming out of the shadows all of a sudden? Like, oh, like, yo, hey, yo, relax. It's like a dark hallway, a corridor. Pythagoras is walking backwards, like, huh, what? And then all of a sudden, bing, like an explosion, or it could be Kizaru. Well, how would Kizaru get up here? Unless because he's light, so the lasers don't work on him, or he can, like, move around them. Probably, maybe. Either way, Pythagoras just got fucking shot up by something. Dude, there's so much in this chapter. Why we're transitioning everywhere? Oh man, so much to transition. So all of a sudden we're to big news, Morgans. For what purpose? Oh, okay. So maybe it has to do with Law, Blackbeard, maybe Sabo, the Revolutionaries, the Lucia Kingdom. Probably. Cuckoo. Get a load of this. An insane scoop just came in. The world government intends to assassinate the beloved. How does he know? Unless Stussy told him because she's a traitor, and they did have that kind of connection back and forth when they left Whole Cake Island. But how does he know? Oh my god, the greatest news article, man, you will ever see. The world government intends to assassinate Dr. Vegapunk. They plan to kill the world's greatest genius. There we go. English. It's like O'Hara all over again. So he knows. So does he know the truth about O'Hara? But they probably told him don't publish that, obviously, when he was still working for them. But they've miscalculated this time. The good doctor is far too popular for this to fly. He's loved as the man that develops energy to light up towns the world over. Okay, yeah, there we go. He's the man that is developed energy to light up town. Yeah, basically he's the energy provider of the world. So people are gonna be like, no, can you not kill him? And then he has a poster of Luffy in his Nika form. Fortunately, guess who else is there on the scenes? This guy. And he points to Luffy's new wanted poster. So, dude, Morgans has such a hard on for Luffy. Like, remember, like, Whole Cake Island? He propped Luffy up so much. But most likely, because of the world government, after Wano separating from Big News Morgans, they didn't let him write the paper that time. So that's why you had Law, Kid, be equal to Luffy, all that kind of stuff. Even though it's like, no, not even close. Like, this time around, not only did they help out, but Luffy, like, was leading the charge. But, of course, when you want the fame and glory and admiration to go to Luffy, majorly, Big News Morgans wasn't there to write about it. So, that's probably what actually happened. So, all right, so he goes on to say, so let's make the headline Navy skirmish at Egg. Oh, dude, he's giving Luffy more. He's giving Luffy more. Dude, is his bounty going to go up again? Probably. It should. Emperor Straw Hat Luffy takes Vegapunk. Okay, well, now. Oh, okay, this is just terrible. Okay. Oh, no. Morgans, you just write whatever the fuck you want to write. Emperor Straw Hat Luffy takes Vegapunk hostage. I'm sure the world government will appreciate that spin. Go collect their contribution. So wait, he's going to call them out on their bullshit, but he's going to help them by saying Luffy kidnapped Vegapunk. Does he want to get back in their good graces? No. They can't. They sent an assassin to kill you, Morgans. I don't know if that's a good idea. Yes, that's outrageous. What? Where the fuck did you two come from? Vivi and Wapple? I mean, she's been missing, but they're with Morgans? What? Okay, what happened? Dude, we gotta get a flashback. Why? Oh, God, we have to make Wapple important again? Fuck, no. We have Wapple again? Oh, that's good. That's lovely. I'm glad Vivi's back. Didn't expect this is where she would. I expected Sabo. Unless Sabo's somewhere here, maybe. Like, Morgan's all of a sudden is coming like a falcon, just like, carrying everyone away. It's like, yo, what's going on? So, okay. Oh, so the previous page, that bubble, the person saying that's outrageous is Vivi because she does not want Morgans to slander Luffy. Oh, got it. Okay. Luffy-san would never do something like that. The economic journal is a bunch of garbage. Yo, true. Call him out, Vivi. Call him out. Call him out, Vivi. Call him out. Then Wapple. Hey. Keep your voice down. What if there's a wire tap snail around here? The government will erase us. So, okay, they know some shit. And then we have these two ladies. She actually borrowed my clothes. I'm never washing them. So we have some fangirls over Vivi. Fair enough. Okay. Princess of Alabasta, Vivi Nefertari, king of the evil Black Drum Kingdom, Wapple. Besides, Morgan Chan took us in, so don't be rude. Okay. All right, that's the end of the chapter. Wait, well, I mean, there's a panel. What the hell is happening? This chapter. Oh my god. Big talk for a girl who was bawling her eyes out yesterday. Well, her dad died, so come on now, give her some, cut her some slack. Don't look down on me or tell me how to do my job, Missy. My words can shake the world. Yeah, because you're telling fucking lies. You're telling lies. Of course they're shaking the world because you're making up BS. My words shake the world. Zawaldo. Besides, the news isn't about facts or fiction. That is cap. That is cap. That's no. That is what the news is made for. This is literally fake news shit. Oh my god. Stop. Morgans. Cut it off. Dude, you can make articles on the internet. Fine. That's not news though. That's not real news. Yo. Oh my god. My words shake the world. Besides, news isn't about facts or fiction. It's about entertainment. No, it's not. No, it's not. Oh my god. The This goes into like a conversation like I think almost 2-3 years ago. It hasn't been brought up now, but this really makes you wonder. A lot of the acclaims that a lot of pirates or characters have in this world potentially might be false because you have big news Morgans here being like, aha, I'll put a nice spin on it because I can. That's my story. It's like, dude, but you're not telling the story then. You're just making up some bullshit. You might as well then say Luffy one-shot Kaido. He flicked him. Just write that in the news story. Why don't you? Like, this man has no cap. It's like, what the hell? But then it's like you think about like, well, Roger was renowned to do this, this, and this. Mihawk, Garp, Chujo, Sengoku, Shiki, Whitebeard. It's like all of them have gained recognition, news articles. So it's like now that we're like looking at it now from like one of the people that is spreading the news of these characters and their infamy, it really seems like okay, potentially a lot of the legends might be a little watered down. Yeah, might be a little watered down. I'm not trying to slander Garp or Whitebeard or even Roger. I'm just saying now that we like are seeing behind the curtain more so that someone like Morgan's and probably people before Morgan's probably embellished. They probably embellished. Didn't get the right information. Didn't know who's who's what's doing who. So yeah. Anyway, that's the end of the chapter. No break next week. That's pretty cool. Nice color page of Vivi. So we have Vivi back. That's the big thing. Very, very cool. So we have Zoro and Luffy just hanging out on the couch. That's fairly funny. All right. A lot to really go in this chat. There's a lot. Like, come back from a break, and there's a lot to talk about. So let's see. So first and foremost, we're getting these Mark III generation pacifistas that are apparently very, very good. Specifically, are the ultimate defense of Vegapunk, which is like you would think the Seraphim, but okay, whatever. So this Kuma or this pacifista, I don't know if the other ones have it, but they have a bubble fruit. Have we seen like a bubble devil fruit? Like we've seen cauliflower have the soap fruit. We see Perona has like these kind of bubbles. Kuma has a bubble, but unless he copied Kuma's fruit again, not only in the Seraphim, but into these guys, that would be crazy. But I don't think it's Kuma's fruit because they are specifically calling it a bubble fruit. Or they're calling it a bubble shield. So I don't know. It could be his fruit. It could not. It could be a new fruit. Who knows? But they still also on at least on their left hand, maybe they still have the laser circle. So they have the laser from Kizaru. They have a bubble shield now, and they seem a little bit more intelligent and probably are a little bit more sturdy than the previous two generations of Pacifista. My guess is that the second generation, I'm gonna go back. It was like chapter. What was it? Chapter. Let's see. We're on 74 now. So what? Not 1,000. 56. Luffy's Dream, Egghead. 1062. The police pacifista. Let me see. I want to see what he like if we have a number on him. Or like, something. Let's see. Pacifista. Let's see. Pacifista. So this is Luffy going through the holograms. Check. This is where he meets Wrath. Let's see. Where's the pacifista? Atlas. Right. Atlas. Maybe it's the previous page. I'm trying to see where the heck is that pacifista they run into. So this is when Luffy gets off the ship. It's not that. That's where they. It's 1063. So that's when they walk around in the new duds. Hey, yo, TV scans. Load. Okay, here we go. So on 1063, we have the police pacifista. He looks like Kuma. So we have a police. Okay, no, it doesn't tell us its number. Fuck. I mean, it's either. They had the third generation locked up in tubes. So probably not. He might be the second generation because again, he seemed more powerful. Like his laser beams was like, yeah, we've seen the pacifistas before. Their laser beams were pretty big, but like something about this one, how it moved, how it was going up against Luffy and them, it seemed like it was a bit more powerful too. Like it even blew out a section of the island. It blew out a section of the island. So maybe this police Kuma pacifista is like a Mark II, and now we're seeing like these are the Mark III. So even better than this pacifista, it's like even way better. So potentially like if Straw Hats couldn't beat Mark One coming out of the times, like coming into Shibundi, but then afterwards Luffy out of the time skip could beat one, and Zoro and Sanji. Nami and Usopp probably could be a pacifista on Shibundi, maybe, but I'm not guaranteed on that. We saw Whitebeard father, like no-name pirates from the New World, could take out pacifistas, but this police officer, who I'm going to dub the second generation, probably would give maybe Luffy a harder time on Shibundi out of the time skip. Luffy would still probably beat it, but he might need like a gear 3. Zoro might need a named attack or like a stronger named attack, maybe even Haki. And then same thing with Sanji. And then these Generation 3 pacifistas probably require a little bit more oomph. So we're seeing that Vegapunk has definitely got the army and like the tech ready to go, which goes in the idea that potentially this is all for Dragon. So if that idea is real, if the Order 66 theory is true, Dragon's gonna have a pretty studly army. So outside of the new pacifista making its debut, Sentomaru's alive, as most of us figured. It just goes to show, Oda's like, yet again, not really, utilizing death, but whatever. So and he activates 50 of the Mark IIIs. He's wondering where Vegapunk is. He tells them not to let anyone go to Vegapunk or the Straw Hats so they can sail away safely, protect the creator. So then Luffy apparently is very, very tired searching around the area. So, number one, why didn't he use observation Haki to sense where he was? Number two, is this potentially a drawback after Gear 5 that he's just this tired? Like, you would think after everything that we see, like, this laboratory might be a big laboratory, and he probably ran around it a couple times, but, like, Luffy's stamina, strength, and everything physically should be off the wall. So for him to get tired doesn't seem plausible unless there's a lot of X factors. Again, potentially Gear 5 literally just makes him a lot more tired afterwards, which I hope that gets revealed. And or B, maybe the laboratory is just that big. But again, it makes you wonder, like, why didn't you use observation Haki? You used it in Fishman Island to sense Caribou's location rather easily. Maybe it's tech related why he can't sense or like find Vegapunk. They know where Bonnie is. They can see where Bonnie is, but Vegapunk apparently is missing, but we'll have to figure that out. So next thing is that Zoro and Brook get the new drip. Zoro kind of cool, all black, laced up, very cool. Brook, looking a little funky. He's kind of a little squishy looking. And then Stussy rocking the panties. Oh my god, dang. Whew. Also, York. I don't think she was that tall. We saw her before. Hold up. Now I gotta go back and check York's height. I have to go back and check York's height and see how big she was. Because I don't think she was that huge. I don't think she was. Like she's like Afrolandra tall. She's big. Let's see. Again, this kind of goes back to like O's kind of being more inconsistent with his heights. He's always been this. Like a lot of other mangaka are too, but like Oda more so than a lot of other ones are very very inconsistent in the manga when it comes to scaling the heights of characters, especially in a series where he makes characters like humans 18 feet tall. It's like, wait, whoa, Oda, what? So let me see. Okay, so here's a panel. Like she's big when she's fat. That's true. Like when she was fat, she was pretty big. But I figure that's just because Luffy gets much bigger when he eats a lot of food. Same with Chopper. And Chopper's a lot smaller normally than Luffy is. But when Chopper eats a lot of food, he gains a lot of mass. Same thing that happened to Kid. And again, Luffy gets a lot bigger too. But I figure that's just a gag. But no, no, no. She might. I want to find a panel when she's skinny. I want to find a panel when she's skinny. Like, I figured she's like Lilith, like the same height as Lilith. I could have sworn. Like, again, like, you see a panel here on like 1071 where Lilith and York are standing next to each other, but like she's still fat after eating a lot of food. It's in front of the globe. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Oda changed her height. I swear she was not that big. Let's see. I'm just gonna go back and check all the York. I'm gonna go check all the York panels. Um, but yeah, outside of that, we have the Straw Hats are trying to help look for them. Nami's like a little concerned, but she's hiding it up with money, or maybe she is concerned but also wants money out of it. She can want a couple things. So they're gonna go look for Vegapunk wherever the heck he is. Again, Zoro was gonna go look for him, but Sanji's like, no, because you're gonna get lost, which is a fair argument. So they chose to make him stay there. And him and Luffy are chilling on the couch, and even Zoro's kind of asking inquisitively that, hey, you're pretty tired. You okay? And Luffy, quote unquote, says, I do everything at full effort. Kind of cap, but maybe there's a reason. Again, I don't want to go too theory crafting with that, but there could be a reason Oda wrote that in, that Zoro, his right hand man, is just taking a sec to chill with his captain. He's like, hey, bro, you okay? You're kind of a little tired there. After all that we've been through with Kaido and Whole Cake Island and Doflamingo, you're saying you're tired from running around the island? Not even the island, just like the laboratory? Kind of sus. So I don't know. Again, that might go somewhere. That might just be nothing. Who knows? Yeah, I'm just trying to find a York panel. Where is York? York, where the fuck are you? York. When was she first introduced? Like she was introduced a little into the arc. Oh, Bonnie's ass. Very nice. Let's see. That's Atlas. That's the fight against Rob Lucci. I'm just trying to look for any panels with her height because I swear to God. Yeah. Okay. Here's another thing. But for like not her, but like Boa is way taller than Sentomaru. And we see in this chapter, Sentomaru is a big boy. He's a big boy compared to a lot of other people around him. And like Boa, it can't just be perspective. She's supposed to be tall. But yet the other panel, she was relatively to Zoro. It's like, wait, what? How? Ah, this is what I'm saying. Oda, I love you for the most part. For the most part. Sometimes you can piss me off. But I respect you, Oda. It's just, dude, your heights are all over the place. It's like Yo, man, can we have some consistent heights, please? Where's York? Let me see. So that's Lilith. That's Pythagoras. That's the Kuma. Where the heck is York? I'm trying to get a panel of York. Maybe was Oda intentionally hiding her so he doesn't have to scale her? Bonnie, that's the hologram stuff. That's Kaku being an idiot. Atlas, Atlas, I still think is like the biggest one out of all of them, regardless. Like we've seen just how big she is, but York is pretty. Like from the new information now, York is tall. Like she again, like comparison would be like Aphrolandra. Like she's a big girl. All right, so no TCB scans, please focus. So we have a panel where they're all like numbered, but not like side by side. I want to see like a depiction of her. I want to see how big she is. Let's see. That's maybe it's the chapter before. So this is let's see about 1066. This should be the chapter where she's introduced. I'm pretty sure. No, oh no, that's the O'Hara flashback. Nah, dang it. Where the heck are you, York? York. And that's the Vegabunk introduction too. York knew where. Also, where's Caribou? I just realized it because I'm on now chapter 1065. Yo, where's Caribou? This might also tie into like the quote unquote traitor plotline. It legit just could be Caribou. It could legit just be Caribou. So that's when they meet the Seraphim Jinbei. York, where the heck are you? Edison, Pythagoras. Yeah, she's on like a bed, but again, she doesn't. Outside of her being fat, she doesn't seem that big. Where's her skinny? Yeah, okay. So here's her skinny one walking on the bridge. You cannot tell how big she is. Okay, so really, for the longest time, her height has been really ambiguous. Like we just could not tell. But it's official that Oda said, you know what? We're gonna make her tall. We're gonna make her a tall girl. Which fair enough. I respect tall girls. I like tall girls. Short girls, tall girls, doesn't matter to me. But all right. I'm not focusing on that. Last things of the chapter of importance is, of course, the major reveal that yes, the theory of you can go inside the Kuma bubble is confirmed. You go into this memory-like zone. People are probably going to compare it to Film Red with Uta. Which, by the way, I'm going to go into spoilers with Film Red. Listen, I get it. Some countries still have not had Film Red. I can't believe that. But it's out online. You can read the wiki. It's time. So, spoilers. With Uta's Soul Realm, like, they probably are going to compare it to that with the Memory Realm. So, obviously, King of Lightning. I'm sure we'll probably do some video on that. But we have Bonnie going into Kuma's memory. Again, we're seeing, like, Kuma has, like, one of the most craziest backstories. Maybe not as crazy as Law or Robin, but, like, it's a very fascinating journey he has. Again, we seen from the SBS and Film Z, Kuma is a pretty much a peasant, destituted. He has the Bible since a young age, so I want to know what's going on with the Bible. But he starts off as a peasant, most likely because of his quote unquote special race. He was sold now from this chapter's information to the celestial dragons. Then he somehow escaped and then became the king of Sorbet over time, and probably was a pretty good king. He was a pretty good king. And he also learned probably of the world government's trickeries, its absurdities, all that kind of stuff. So then they like probably did some blackmailing, propaganda, framed him to make him look like a tyrant, thus the tyrant Kuma. Then he probably lost his throne and became a pirate. I'm pretty sure that's what they say. He became a pirate. Then he met Dragon and or Vegapunk at the same time and became a revolutionary slash like worker with Vegapunk. Then he became a cybernetic enhanced, person after becoming a pirate again as a spy for Dragon and a person for Vegapunk to work with. So that way he could become enhanced and also be a warlord. And now, because of the recent arc, we now know they're doing this memory experiment. And now, yet again, Kuma is a slave. He just got freed, though, and now he's going back to marry Joa. That's like, yo, that's crazy. Like, his story is like so in depth. I want to know all of it. Oh shit. Close my tab for a second. I want to know what happened. What is the story of Bartholomew Kuma? So yeah, so it looks like he was a slave. Bonnie's upset. She couldn't handle taking all the memories in. I don't know if the bubble got smaller. Maybe it did. Not too sure. We cut over to Kuma. He's climbing the red line. Still doing that. We cut back to Bonnie. She wants to be brave and understand her dad. And then someone from like the dark shadow, like maybe that was a foot right there in the crevice. A lot of people are going to be analyzing that page. Someone comes out of the shadow, like all for one, and just decimates Pythagoras. It's an explosion, so I'm thinking Kizaru? Maybe it's Saturn. Who knows? And then randomly, we go to Big News Morgan's covering that he knows about what's going on with Vegapunk right now and how the world government's trying to assassinate him. But instead of saying that the world government's being a dick, he's actually going to write, oh no, Luffy's kidnapping Vegapunk because that's better news. But then we find out, apparently, Vivi is safe and sound with Morgan's. And who's with her? Wapple. Okay. So, something happened. We know Morgan's was there at the Reverie. We do know that. But what actually happened? How'd she get from point A to point B? And Morgan's brings up she was crying a couple days ago, probably because of her dad dying. And yeah, so a lot of stuff. I don't think we're going to get it next chapter with Vivi. I would like to, but knowing Oda, we're probably not. So something's going on. Something's going on. Is this setting up for Vivi to return to the Straw Hats? Or like intersecting with them in some way, shape, or form? I know Randy Troy. I know Rogers Base. I know a bunch of people want her to. I need a little bit more evidence. But is it probable? Very probable. Yes. Very, very probable. And now that she's talking about Luffy here, yeah, it could be that. So, after these couple chapters, what do we have? We have Vegapunk wanting to leave the Straw Hats. Number 2, we have Elbaf stuff being mentioned where the books are and Saul is. So that's most likely our destination. Number 2 is that we have Marco and Bakken trying to go after Weevil, but also Bakken saying, let's go talk to Vegapunk. Well, how are they going to talk to her? Talk to him. She probably has a Vivri card. So if they go to Elbaf, that's where they'll probably go as well. But now that we have Vivi here, is it possible that Vivi's going to go to Elbaf because she wants to talk to Luffy about stuff? So it really looks like Vegapunk, Elbaf, or whatever the next arc's going to be, a lot of storylines should be maybe dissecting with each other. And that's not even counting Kid and Law. Because again, Kid's going to Elbaf. Law should be, in theory, going to Elbaf so he can explain what's going on with Blackbeard. So, I'm not an Elbaf fanboy. I do like the idea of going to Elbaf, but I'm not an Elbaf fanboy like Cole is. Which, go subscribe to King of Lightning anyway. He's a good guy. He does good videos. But I do want to go to Elbaf because we've set it up long enough. We should go there. But it looks like Elbaf's going to be a long arc. It's going to be a heavily invested arc. Or from these, it should be. It should be. And yes. Okay. So that's the end of the chapter. I'm going to give it like 8. I'm going to give it an 8. Mainly because there's just so much content and we keep going back and forth. That's like my only real negative. And some minor criticisms here and there. But potential theories that could come true from this are very, very interesting. All right. Let's open up to the chat. What you guys got? What you guys want to talk about? The hour is yours. Well, maybe not an hour, but you know what I mean. Discussion's all you. So, we have Lupin again with the comment. Also, the helmet works as a filter to send only what he wants to the central brain. True. Okay, so you're thinking maybe because his Apple antenna only transmit the signals he wants to, that's why they don't know where he is. Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting. And then Julius, hey, my man, welcome. Thanks for coming again, my man. So Julius, remember that Caribou is still around? Yeah, no, I even said that after I was looking through the chapters. Yeah, Caribou most likely is the one who turned off the power by accident or on purpose. Who knows? Now, whoever this person is that shot Pythagoras is probably either A, the person that did it, or B, is Kizaru or a new party member trying to come in. Julius, again, makes sense. She needs to eat and poop for 6, 7 people. I mean, yeah, okay, fair enough. That could be another reason why she's like the size of a fucking giant. Well, not a giant, mini giant. Julius, once again, Wapple had contacted Morgans with information at the end of Act 2 of Wano in Chapter 9. Did he now? Oh, I forgot that. Like, obviously, like, they're all there at the Reverie, so it makes sense that they would be interacting, like Morgans, Wapple, and Vivi. But I did not think that Morgans would save Vivi, let alone Wapple. Let alone Wapple. So Wapple apparently, okay, so you're saying he has information. I do think I remember he had some kind of intel, or people theorize Wapple is going to do something stupid. So in the end of Act 2, chapter 956. So Ryukyu Kingdom, Garp says, "Congratulations on finishing the trip. Thank you, sir." Luffy's grandpa. You must be tired. Neptune. Bwahaha. I'm definitely possibly tuckered out. So, and the Reverie always seems to result in chaos. You got 50 heads of states together in one place. Do you think that they're going to get along? Each of them has an international trouble on their plate. The greater powers silently stare at each other while urging their smaller allies to fight using resources and tools as leverages, basically geopolitics. Garp then says differences in wealth and religion will ensure that the kings are never truly equals. When it comes to time to join hands, they smile and grid each other. Uh, Others boast their table. How many kings can actually speak equally for both their own people and others? A round table indeed. Then Neptune goes on to say, yes, the discussion was quite farce with tension. Roots grew deep in the history between the countries, where just another part of that. As long as blood is spilled, I am willing to call it peace, but this meeting was a bad one. Now, this is a bit late in coming, but there's one thing that happened that I haven't told you about yet. Following the close of the Reverie, something happened just after we left. I report. Okay, yeah. So Garp was there too. So that's interesting. Garp was there, dude. Oh, Reverie. I want to know what happened. So much shit happened. The Navy is using its full resources to resolve the matter, but for now, I beg you do not be fearful of the sorrowful and harm of human beings. The incident is regarding the Kingdom of Alabasta. What happened to Princess Vivi? Right. So, in the state of 1 week after the conclusion of the Reverie, with the roar of the conference still hanging in the air, the heads of the nations departed to travel back to their homes. Right. So, shit went down. Earlier in time at the World Economic Journal, okay, fair enough, there was this scene. It's one thing after another. How can so many events be happening all at once? I need the perfect headline, but which must get the cover? There's been a there's been fatality. Big uh big ops sell papers. That is a fact. But okay, Morgans, you don't believe in facts though. But the vote results are fabulous too. And attempted murder, quite thrilling, wouldn't you agree? Double A. Oh, this is when the guy comes to assassinate Morgans. Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. When did they infiltrate my payroll? Right, he beats this guy up. Don't mess with big news Morgans if you know what's good for you. I'm the king of news. Boss, beat up a government agent. I may be a money hungry Scrooge, but first and foremost, I'm a journalist. But a journalist has to be factual. You can't just be biased. You said in this chapter, facts, fiction, they're all the same. It's all about the entertainment business. It's like, dude, that's not a journalist then. That's not a journalist then. You're an entertainer. As the DJ of the printed page, I get people's hearts dancing. I'm the one who decides what news is fit to print. Dude, you suck. You suck at being a newspaper, man. Our locations are too hot. We're moving now. I got a message from King Wapple. Sounds like he's got some leaks. Okay, so from wherever they were, like in this hilly, are they? No, that would make sense that they're in Tautland. So wherever this hill place was, they took their mobile base and got to Wapple and Vivi, wherever they were. Including the incident, the government sought to hush up the news of the king's vote and resulting incidents spread throughout the world. This is them talking about abolishing the warlords and also the seraphims. Kamabaka Kingdom Revolution. What does this mean? This can't be true. You're kidding. Sabo, it's the WEJ. That bird's lying through his beak. See, like, yo, even dragons are like, nah, this guy's cap. And then Kuma, this is Sabo we're talking about. It's impossible. I won't believe a single word of it. Our first step is to make sure that this is true. Right. So everyone. So I remember people thought like, oh, that was like Sabo being dead, but obviously he was alive. But now it's like, okay, so he was framed for probably murdering the king of Alabasta, Cobra, and Vivi went missing. Right. Right. Okay. So shit's getting down at the river. So we're getting more and more stuff that's tying back into that. Okay. Thank you, Julius, by the way. Thank you. So, and then once more from Julius. Law is going to Davy Jones' locker or Full Lead Island. Oh, okay. So you think he's dying or he's getting captured? If Law gets captured, that's pretty wild. That would be pretty wild. That Law is now captured. But it'd be a good stock up for Blackbeard. I kind of like the idea, though, that they team up yet again, the three amigos, if you want to call them that, Kid, Law, and Luffy in Elbath. That way they can share information. I actually like that theory. I think that comes from Morge and Randy Troy that they've been talking about. But, okay, fair enough. If he gets captured, he gets captured. Then Lupin, once again, I wonder if Kizaru can transport people with his powers. In that case, escaping is almost transport people? Like what? Like it's light speed, like light speed warp. Like he touches someone and it's like, hang on, we're gonna go fucking warp drive all of a sudden. Like we've never seen a Logia do that though. We've never seen like a Logia, let's say like Sabo or Ace. They control fire, but if they touch someone and like give them like a coat of fire or fire resistance. We've never seen anyone do that with a Logia power. That would be pretty cool, but that's never happened before. So probably not. But if it's most likely Kizaru, it probably works in the sense of he is light. It's a laser grid, probably more photons than plasma. He can manipulate or maybe even just pass right through it, and he's fine. So most likely this person is Kizaru, but if it's Saturn, okay, that'll be interesting. But I see what you mean, Lupin. I don't know. I don't think like Kizaru can warp drive people. Lupin again. Awakened fruits can affect the world. But well, here's the thing. Logias, even though it's not confirmed, the idea is that Logias can affect environment stuff, not organic people. That would be the thing. Like for instance, going back to Annie's Lobby, like the first case of this, we see that Annie's Lobby is an island that constantly is sun. Like there's no light. They call it the light island or like the dawn island. There is no dusk or night there for criminals. We go back. Even you can even argue potentially, even though it's not Logia fruit, why Annie's Lobby is floating is because of the gravity fruit awakening. But we want to go to another Logia example, Raijin Island. Why is Raijin Island constantly lightning? That might be because of NL's fruit. Aokiji and Akainu with Punk Hazard potentially awaken their fruits, and now both halves of the island are permanently altered to be that way. Or I think there was a fire island. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like in the New World, I think there was a fire island, like an island that was always on fire. Hold up. Fire Island. Like, I could have sworn one of the New World choices after Fishman Island was like an island always on fire. I could have sworn that was an option. Either way, that might be like an Ace related. Even like Ace, which like even though that doesn't happen now, Ace when he came to Drum Kingdom initially, looking for Luffy, he like stopped the Drum Island from snowing, and that's apparently never happened. Like him just being there caused an environmental effect. So it's more likely that Logia awakenings are environmental. So for Kizaru, it's probably just like light, like is always shining. Maybe they give some more light wavelengths, like different like wavelengths of light he can probably emit, like maybe infrared, gamma, all that kind of stuff. For him to like transport people, yeah, I don't see that happening. But it's a cool idea. If it happens, all right, awesome. Sorry. I just want to see like Fishman Island. Fishman Island arc. I could have sworn there was an island that they mentioned that it was like all fire. Like for whatever reason, like it was a fire island. One Piece Fishman Island arc. But it's a cool idea, Lupin. I don't want to say it's impossible, but I will most likely go with the idea it's just an environmental effect. But I think it still could be Kizaru in here. So farewell, aftermath. Okay, so let's see. Meanwhile, the Minister of the Left gives Nami a new log post, which has 3 needles. He explains that their original log post relied on an island's magnetic field. The new log post, however, will point to these different magnetic forces, meaning that from here on out, they will have the choice of their own route. He also adds that the more the needle shakes, the more dangerous the island's location in. Right. Fishman Island remains as the Straw Hat's longest delayed destination. Yeah. About Luffy, he's able to hear the voice of the animals. Right. Okay. Let me look up islands. Or maybe look New World. Let me look up New World. The New World. For the New World. Islands of interest within the New World. There's the Wano Country Kingdom. Experts in craft and legendary swordsmen such as the Shimosuke Ryoma, the Elbaf with the home of the giants. Somewhere in the New World, there's an island, a special shop where the Vivre cards are. Oh, when was that? When was that stated? Somewhere within the New World is an island where with a special shop where Vivre cards are manifested. Where was that? This was in One Piece manga and anime, volume 50, chapter 489, page 17 and 19. Episode Lola explain. Really? Oh wow, I forgot about that. That's cool. Okay, so maybe we'll go to Viracard Island. That'd be kind of cool. The Marine base G5, according to Aokiji, it's full of problems. The the unfixed Germa Kingdom because of Big Mom, the Calm Belt. There's Laugh Tale, Rio Poneglyphs territories. So you have the Yonkos territories, canon locations: Laugh-Tail, Lodestar, Yorkview Island. What the hell is this? Yorkview Island is a winter island somewhere in the New World. It's a one volcano like several rock formation island and resembles a dragon body. Does it? Does it? Oh, this is where Shanks and his crew was. Oh, that's probably one of Shanks' territories then. Oh. Long Country, Food Vault. What was Food Vault again? Oh, that was Whitebeard's territory. So we have Food Vault, G5, New Marine Fort, Totland with all of its different islands, Raijin Island, Risky Red Island. That might be it. Hold up. The Risky Red Island is one of the 3 islands to which one of the needles on the New World log post pointed to after Fishman Island, making it one of the first islands in the New World. It was first mentioned by Vice Admiral Smoker. Smoker mentions Risky Island as one of the three possibilities. Does not say Risky Red. Risky Red. Risky Red Island. One Piece. Oh, wait, there was actually. People are saying it's the Fire Island that Blackbeard went to. Oh, maybe. Maybe. So, again, that goes back into the whole Paramesa thing. Risky Red Island. That might be the Fire Island. Oh. Okay. I like that. I like that. That's pretty cool. Risky Red, Raijin Island, Mystoria Island. Mystoria Island is one of the three locations. Although it has not made an entry into the anime or manga, it has been briefly introduced. So, Mystaria Island, Punk Hazard, Dressrosa, Acacia or Acadia. Oh, that's just like one of the port towns of. I actually forgot that they had that for Dressrosa. You had Zoe, the Prones Kingdom, Morgia Kingdom, Dorina Kingdom, Magistia Kingdom, Apollina Kingdom. Isn't that like the Apple Kingdom? Yeah, the Apple Kingdom. The Broccoli Kingdom, the Kari Barfa Island. Oh, Buggy's Island. Okay. So my point is, I think the Logias are more environmental based. All right. So if there's any more, let's see. All right. So if anyone has any more final questions, I'll let you guys get in it now. If not, we're going to call it a wrap up. I'm just going to look through the chapter real quick one more time, give it a look-see, and we'll call it a day. So get to typing away if you want any questions or bounce any ideas off of me. I like these ideas, though. I like the idea that, the idea of Wapple calling Morgan's does pay, like, it pays a homage back to that chapter 956. It's pretty cool. Thank you, Julius, for reminding me. What's going on with Law still up in the air with Blackbeard. You would think Morgan's would be talking about that, but yeah, it's not concluded yet. We have these new pacifistas again. They look pretty interesting. We have Luffy's name is getting in the newspaper yet again, so his bounty should go up. The whole Luffy and Zoro moment might go somewhere. It might not go somewhere. It depends on what O wants to do with it. My idea is, or maybe not even my idea, an idea is that maybe Gear 5 has caused Luffy to get tired afterwards. That's why Zoro's like, hey, you good? You good? And the big thing of this chapter is that, yes, you can go into the memory bubbles that Kuma can slap out of someone. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. I'm ready for a Kuma flashback. I want it right now. And then the second biggest thing is that Vivi's alive. Vivi's alive, which I people theorized, but she's not with Sabo. She's with Morgan's. Okay. All right. So, with that all being said, it looks like no one's going to ask any more questions. So, if that is the case, thank you all for coming to the stream today. Those who listen to the VOD later, I thank you guys as well. I'm glad I'm providing some entertainment for all you guys and ladies, wherever you may be. I hope everyone continues to have a good day, good night, good afternoon. Stay safe. We'll be back again, not next week for One Punch Man, but in 2 weeks' time for One Punch Man. Next week, actually, we will be back for Welcome to Demon School because 3 chapters will be out by then, so we'll be able to do that. Hopefully, I could get Versus out by then. I would like to do that. And I think Kingdom, maybe Kingdom. And I still got to do Berserk. But also next week, we should be getting One Piece as well because it looks like we're not on break. So that's cool. Not on break. And I'm pretty sure we have no Japanese holidays coming up unless Oda just gets sick, which, knock on wood. Hopefully it doesn't happen. But yeah, no, it looks like for the most part, everything's going to be interesting going from here on out. I assume next chapter is going to focus on Vegapunk and Bonnie. My best guess. I'd be shocked if we come back to Vivi and Wapple, but Who knows? But yeah. So if you want to hear more of my content, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave a comment, all that stuff. Again, we're gonna get better over time. I promise. Topic videos are coming. I have plans to do stuff. This is taking a little bit more time than I would like, and I got to balance my real life stuff with YouTubing. So it is what it is. But things are coming, and I appreciate any support that you're giving to this channel. Really building a community up here from the ground. It's nice seeing that people genuinely care about this kind of stuff. So yeah, I appreciate all that. And if you are interested into hearing any more of my One Piece opinions on this chapter, I'm sure King of Lightning, which go subscribe to his YouTube channel, his Twitch channel, go to his Discord. That's where you can find me. Link will be in the description down below. But King of Lightning will do his tier 3 reaction. I assume not today, but maybe tomorrow. But if he does do it today or tomorrow, go to his Twitch channel, and afterwards, once he's done, he does a tier 3 roundtable talk. I'll be there with other mods and tier 3s discussing the chapter and probably various other stuff because we get sidetracked a lot. So yeah, if you are interested in that, go check it out. So now with that being said, I'll catch you guys next time, which again should probably be next week when we do other chapter reactions for other stories. And yeah, I hope everyone has a good day. So later.